Welcome to EDC Journeys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Enjoy! Also, special thanks to Rick Kerans for sending me these 3 knives to borrow and review. What's going on, EDC people, and what is our journey today? I got a loan of knives. I've got 3 knives from a subscriber. He gave me permission to give out his name, so it's Rick Kerans. If you see his name down in the comments or anywhere, give him a shout out. A big thank you from EDC Journeys for loaning us a few knives to review. And I'm very excited. This is just the unboxing, basically. And let's just get right into it. So I'm going to, he told me I can borrow them for, let's say, a month or so, and actually go ahead and use them and to do a review. So I'm going to do that. Just as a tip, like an EDC use, not any hard use or anything. I already went last night and batoned all of them. No, I'm just kidding, Rick. Oh my God, he's probably having a heart attack right now. I'm just kidding. I have not done anything with them yet. So the first one, he sent me the Real Steel Luna, and it's the Luna Light in Natural G10, stock number 7035. This is the White Mountain Knives exclusive. I believe it's White Mountain Knives. Yeah. Okay. They're still available. In fact, I really like this. I'm very surprised. I can't believe how much I like this, actually. I want to talk to Rick about it, actually. I really like this little slip joint. It's super light. I never held the original Luna, so I can't compare the two, but listen to this. I'm going to try to bend down so that the microphone picks it up. I mean, it's super light, okay, guys? $49.5 grams, 1.75 ounces, basically. 1.75 ounces. Wow. It's very light. Obviously, it's the natural G10. That jade. Look at my fingers. That jade color. You can kind of see through it. I'm trying to put it up to the. Yeah, see, you get the window light is kind of coming through. You can see the blade inside. So it's perfect if you like this color, the way the jade G10, the raw G10 looks. It's also perfect if you want to dye it, if you want to RIT dye it, it's ready to go. You can make this any color you want, really. It's such a good quality natural G10. The blade itself is D2. It's just a thin little slicey blade. Let me grab some paper. Okay, so this is just a tear out of that real thin Harbor Freight magazine that you get, in the mail. I have no idea how much he's used this. This is just me testing the blade out as he sent it to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, that's sharp. It's so thin. Rick, if you watch this, do you have Venmo? I want to buy this little slip joint off of you. 2 millimeters exactly for a stock. The handle thickness is 8.98, say 9 millimeters. It is super thin. It is super light. Look at that. It has a pocket clip. It doesn't even really need one, but it does have one. I kind of like it has one, actually. It sits recessed into the G10. The screws for it come in through the other side, so it's just like they're, flush in there. So there's plenty of room. The landing zone, the G10 is fairly, well, it is fairly grippy, but that's a nice springy pocket clip. And I've seen the Real Steel Luna on, I think it was Patty's potato peelers channel. I don't think it was the light model, and it certainly wasn't the G10 or the natural G10. Look at this. It has jimping down under here so that you don't slide forward onto the blade. That's beautiful. And look, I mean, so long as you're holding it, it's not going to close on your hand. It's got a 3/4 stop instead of a half stop. Listen to that pop. I love that. It's actually the name of my goddaughter as well. My goddaughter's name is Luna. That's a lot of the reason why. But anyways, I know it's still available. I could just order it myself. But hey, I have it and he doesn't, so it kind of works that way. But we'll talk. We'll talk, Rick. Anyways, that's the Real Steel Luna. We'll carry this from today up forward, and as maybe a secondary carry, and do a full review of it. Next, he sent me Ontario Knife Company, the OS 8 version of the Rat. Where I'm trying to show you the model. Where is it? Ontario Rat 1. Okay. However, this one, like I said, it's the OS 8 version, but he sent, which I spoke. Let me get my words right here. I'm so excited. I'm saying different things at the same time. I have spoken to Outpost 76. Most of you probably know who that is. He told me himself that, I believe we were referring to the Rat 1, that the OS 8 version of the Rat 1 outperformed the D2 version of the Rat 1. Just saying. That's coming from him. I just repeating it. Anyways, Rick, who's letting me borrow these knives, thank you so much, buddy. Again, thank you. Had sent his Rat 1 that I'm about to show you to BJ Hill at Hilltop Knife and Gear. I'll put links to Rick's Instagram if he has it. I think he does, down below, as well as BJ Hill and Hilltop Knife and Gear. Take a look at this. He had the scales dyed like a blood red. He had a spidey hole put into it. It's acid and stone washed on the blade, and I believe the scales as well, yes. Guys, this is awesome. I think Rick referred to it as a spidey rat. I'm sure that's probably what, and he did the clip too, that's cool. But that red is gorgeous. I love the finger choil. This is, I mean, you know, every channel has a Rat 1 to compare things to or to use. I've never handled a Rat 1. This is the first time I've handled one, and it's awesome. It is awesome. What a worker of a knife, I can tell you right now. I don't know if it had does the real one, not the real one, but does the original have a finger choil, or was that put in? I don't know that. But obviously the hole was put in, and that is very cool. It's very flickable. It's very fidget friendly. I'm trying to get it all on camera because it is the Rat 1, so it's a big guy. I haven't taken the measurements of it, and I don't have my measuring tape handy, so look at the scales are real nice. As far as I know, this is his users, so well, let's compare it to, I have the Manix 2 right here. Never thought, oh yeah, it kind of dwarfs that one, doesn't it? Yeah, so I don't have a really good comparison handy. Most people use this as the comparison, but anyways, take a look at it. Take a good look at that blade. BJ Hill did a great job. It makes me want to send a blade or a knife to him. It makes me want to buy a Rat 1 and have him do this same exact thing. I love the way the red came out. Blade is perfectly centered. Take a look at that spidey hole, perfectly placed, perfectly sized. It comes real close to that jimping, but it's no, he did a perfect job. He didn't have any trouble getting like in that plunge area. Oh man. Oop, that was my fault. I'm trying to look through the camera. What a beautiful knife. And a solid worker. And that acid slash stone wash is going to cover up all kinds of scratches and stuff. So look at Rick keeps a pretty nice edge on his knives. I'm trying to get it to shine in the sunlight there. There we go. Let's test this too. Why not? Oh, yeah, no problem. Rick clearly takes care of his blades. Nice and sharp. Really cool. Awesome. I don't know why I put the Luna back in the box. I should keep it out because I don't want to ruin the box flaps on him, and I'm going to definitely be carrying them. He told me very clearly I can use them, for EDC chores, not like I do when I test things like that K tactical knife and stuff. I'm not going to do that to these things, but I can carry them and do EDC chores and then report back, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's 2 out of the 3. I told you he sent 3. Here's the third one. And I'm pretty excited about this one because I've only seen it sparingly on channels, and I never really, I don't know, I just never really hear about it. Here's the card that it comes with, and that'll give away what it is. It's a Freeman. I don't know the model, but it's a Freeman knife. It's a flipper with a button lock. It's a tank. It's S35VN blade seal. That's just about all I know about it. It feels amazing in hand. Listen to this. You've got to hear this. I hope I do it right the first time. I mean, did you hear that? It sounds like a machine. Look at these ribs it has on the blades. I've never seen another blade like this, actually. It's not on the bevel. The bevel's nice and clean, and obviously as you sharpen it'll stay nice and smooth, but I don't know how that'll affect cutting. If it affects cutting, I can tell you from a food prep point of view, not that this is really a food prep knife whatsoever. Things like scalloping on the knives are meant to, like say you're cutting a potato into slices. It's meant to kind of give you air in between those starchy foods and stuff so that it doesn't stick to the knife. I have no idea if that's the intention of this. I can't even get it on the camera. Let me raise you up a little bit. Hang on, guys. Okay, well that's not much. Now you can see some stuff around my edges, but whatever. It gives me more room to actually show you the knives. Take a look at this thing. It's clearly Freeman right there. That ribbing is so strange. It's got a little kind of like partial fuller, clearly made in USA, S35VN version. I know that I think he makes a D2 version as well. Listen to that. Are you kidding me? Wow. It is heavy duty. It's definitely, let's see, 1, 2, 3 standoffs in the back. It's got solid, thick scales and liners. That lockup is really cool. It works with that button. It's hard to show you with all the blurriness. Come on, focus on this. I wish I had a... See, I'm unprepared for this unboxing. I don't have my little light either. Well, if I turn it this way, maybe you can kind of see that little notch there? That's what engages with the... Not the stop pin. That's the stop pin, but see that? Anyways, I don't know much about any of these knives yet. I'm just doing an unboxing and showing you, and obviously telling you what's clearly obvious about them. And hang on 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was calling me, and like always, I paused the video instantly. She's first priority all the time. Okay. Where was I? I know I wasn't on this one, but let me open these blades up just to show you how cool they are. Listen to this again. Look at it. Look at the size of the... So, in comparison, let's use the Rat 1 while I have it. It's actually pretty much the same length and size, but clearly the Freeman is much bigger and thicker and chunkier compared to the Luna. The Luna compared to the Rat. My Mannix compared to the Freeman. I don't know if this does anything for you guys, but I'm just showing you. Wow. That sounds so cool. So obviously, I don't think I said it, but I don't think it needs to be said. This is a non-locking slip joint. White Mountain knives. You can still use the code LTK from Love Them Knives to get 10% off. So that brings it down to like, I don't know, 25 bucks or whatever, and I think it's free shipping and no tax. So get them while you can because they're exclusive. So there they are, guys. What do you guys think? The Rat one, look at that red. That red is blood red, and it's coming out actually pretty well on the camera. That's a pretty, at least as far as what I can see, it's a little bit darker. Maybe, if I'm looking around the camera at the scale, it's maybe a little bit darker. Kind of like if I put it in the shade a little bit like that, maybe that looks a little bit more like what it looks like, but that's a pretty good representation of what it looks like. The camera's picking it up pretty well. And again, look at that job BJ Hill did on it. It's a nice flat grind from the top. I mean, I know that's how they come, but I'm just telling you about it. Tip up, tip down, left hand, right hand. And then this massive guy. It's a little bit thick behind the edge, but it looks like a real sharp blade still. That's a bad part of the paper. Let me grab a new one. Okay, well maybe this one, well there we go. Maybe it's just my cutting skills. Well, it's still sharp. Maybe it's a combination of it being a little thick behind the edge, but maybe it could just be stropped up a little bit. I don't know. I think it's perhaps just my rush in trying to cut the paper because it seems like it should be sharper than that. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's not quite as, but it's a much thicker blade than the Luna was or the Rat. I mean, look at that stock. You know what I mean? Like this is a lot of metal to push through stuff. So it did cut that paper fairly well. In the end, it is sharper than I made it seem the first time. This is hefty, and look at the balance is right where it should. I don't want it to drop, so I'm trying to be careful. But right at the finger choil, awesome. It's got jimping right here on the choil. Well, let me drop this. It's kind of like a hook. It's got jimping there so that you can grab it. It's got jimping all around. But I mean, I have small hands. Oh, I love that sound. I mean, come on. You have to like that. It does have a ton of screws. My eyes are definitely drawn to the screws, and it kind of does take away from the inlay, whatever that inlay is. But the inlay has got milling through it. I'm trying to show you. It's kind of like lines angled this way. See, yeah, there you go. You can kind of see the peaks and valleys. And then on this side, it's different, but it still mimics it. So in hand, it feels kind of the same, and it's a great, I mean, you can't get much of a better grip. And then you've got jimping right where you should. As far as, when you grab it, my thumb lands right there. This is meant for work. Yeah, and it is a sharp blade. and it's a guillotine. You press that button and wham. And watch this. I'm going to hold it over here. Let me put my arm around the camera here. I'm going to hold it, let's see, like this. That's how heavy the blade is. It falls and swings so hard it's coming into. I want to see how much farther I can go. I know I can't do it flat. It won't swing all the way, but let's try this. Oh, I think let me try one more time. Oh, so close. Wow. Anyways, again, I'll be carrying it. I'll be working with it. I'm not going to hurt it, Rick, I promise. But I'll do some EDC chores with it, break down cardboard, the basic stuff, guys. I mean, definitely far less than this knife can do, but I'm going to play with it. I'm going to give you a review on it. Oh, I'm trying to flick it from that fuller. It's a little harder to get in there, but you can do it. I'm sure especially once you get used to it. Oh yeah, no problem. What do you think, guys? Personally, I've only seen this a few times on other channels, and I've certainly never held one. It's big in hand, man. This is a solid work knife. And a fidget knife too. I mean, to top it off, it's like a fidget knife. How's that centering? It looks a little off on the camera, but I'm looking around the camera. Well, it seems to favor the pocket clip side just a touch, but it's pretty. I mean, nothing I would complain about, that's for sure. And it could just simply be from fidgeting so much that it needs to be tightened to the touch, but I'm not going to touch it. So long as it's not rubbing or anything, I'm not bothering. It's not mine. Wow. Oh, yeah, perfect. A little lanyard hole. Look at the lanyard hole. I didn't even see it down there. You know, if it were me, I guess I would have probably skipped the lanyard hole and maybe gone for a deep pocket clip. Maybe not, just based off how heavy it is in the front. Maybe he did it right. I don't know. I got to get it in pocket more and talk about it, but I love that sound. And you talk about fidget friendly, or the fidget factor. Anyways, poor Rick's looking at this going, stop doing that to my knife. What do you guys think? So those are the ones I get to play with for a little while before I send them back to him. You know, it's thanks to subscribers like Rick and people like Rick who are sending me the knives to look at that are theirs, to let me borrow. Maybe we can talk about that one though, Rick. That feed this channel, especially, you know, I mean, this, as you know, this channel is about starting the journey. So you know, it's going to be a while before I get my hands on my own Freeman or anything like that. So to see content like this on the channel, it's got to come from, I'm going to sound like a certain channel, from viewers like you who are willing to send their knives that, you know, that they paid for, that they paid good money for, that they are willing to go to the post office, pack it up, mail it to me, trust me, and to use it, to look at it, trust that I'm going to be, you know, careful with it and respectful with it, and do a good review on them, and then mail them back in the agreed upon fashion. You know, and of course I will. So, you know, Rick, thank you so much. Anyone who sees him on any live chats or anything, if you see him in any of the comments on any of the videos, please say, hey, thanks for sending Bob those knives. Because again, it's from people like Rick that I can do this kind of stuff, and I thank you, brother. I really do. If anyone else wants to send some, you know, wacky knives, or knives that knives that I don't have, to be taken a look at, to be unboxed. It could be used heavy, used light, whatever you want to set for parameters is fine with me. I just want to talk about knives. I just love knives, and I just want to talk about them, and I want to use them. So, wow, and I definitely want to send one out to BJ Hill now that this is left-handed, so don't make fun of me. Yeah, I definitely can't. But look at the job he did on that blade. Let me get really close. I want you to see not only the bevel, but even inside the spidey holes. It's not like it's sharp and jagged. Nice polish on the bevel. Wow. I like it a lot. I really do. I'm sure that the work put into it outweighs the cost of the original Rat 1, but I think it's worth it. Look at how it looks. Look how it operates now. And anyways, this is just an unboxing. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Which one do you want to hear about first? Maybe I'll do a week at a time or something. Maybe I'll do this as a secondary carry the whole time and carry this for a week and a half or so and a week and a half. I don't know. Let me know what you think I should do, guys, okay? The Freeman, I don't even know the model of it yet, but it's the S35VN Freeman Ontario Rat 1 in AUS 8, but modified by Mr. BJ Hill to be a Spidey rat, I guess. And then the Real Steel Luna Light. That's it for right now. I'm sorry it's taken me a couple days to post a video. I've had some things going on in real life, but I'm back in action, and I'll be making some more videos and hopefully getting ahead so that I have some content to put out if anything like this happens again. I do have my Spidey Chef still as well that I just got that I love, and we'll be doing a review on this shortly. I just need to get some more use out of it because, you know, I bought this one new, so it's been one of those blades that I've been kind of slow to get into using as far as like hard use. But as soon as I can get I think I got my first scratch. Let me show you. Yeah, I kind of see there's a little bit of some scratching, so I've kind of popped it. Well, I'm not going to say that, but let's just say it's getting to the point where I'm ready to start using it heavy, and that means I can give it a good solid use and let you know about it. I'm sure most of you have seen the Spidey Chef before, but I don't care. I'm new. It's my journey, and I'm taking you on it with me. And to those of you who say that you can't flick it, I love it, but I got little fingers, so that's that. I've been carrying, before these came, I've been carrying, of course, my pen, my Spidey Chef, my Mannix if I have any heavy work to do. I've gone back to the Barlow as my traditional. We got the mascot knife. Take a look at the filing again. Chris Wolf, thank you. Thank everyone, even if you just give me a thumbs up, thank you. And a special thanks to Rick. Everyone say thanks, Rick, down below. That's it. EDC Journey signing off for now. Talk to you soon. Oh, where's my microphone? There it is. I just wanted to come back on for 1 second, guys, to just do another quick size comparison. Here's a bug out compared to the Luna and the Rat. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen this 1,000 times. Here it is with the Freeman. So the Freeman dwarfs it, obviously. Here's a pair of 3. You know, blade wise, it's wow. It's almost identical in shape and size to the blade on the pair of 3. I mean, like, really. From tip to heel. Wow, that's impressive. Well, Okay, I guess I gotta keep it now, Rick. Okay. Alright. That's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, and for more content like this, consider subscribing. And then hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. And a very special thank you to Rick Kerans for sending me these 3 knives to loan and review.